It's everything I brought out with me. So I'm out here today for a day hike. I had treatment today, testing a little odd and end bits and bobs kind of thrown together sling pack. I got the idea from Swedish Bushcraft. Go downstairs to the description, click the link and go check them out. He used a Nalgene Carrier made by Maxpedition as a base platform. It's set up kind of a little day pack. It's kind of a messenger bag or hip bag, and so followed suit. And let's find us a good spot and we'll sit down and we'll talk about this little sharing boot. So let's get right down to it. This is the Nalgene Carrier Molly attachment by Maxpedition. This is a Maxpedition first aid pouch. This is a Maxpedition multi-use double Molly pouch. It is technically a gadget organizer. I actually have water filter on this side, Sawyer Mini. And then this side I would normally have rations for 2 days. Since we're chilling on a day hike, I got a 21st Amendment Hell or High Water melon. Back here, attached to clip, I have 2 fat wood torches. Y'all saw those in another video. I don't have to pull those out. Those are torches in the leather pouch I made. In this front pouch, I have the pouch for the Sawyer Mini. I have 2 extra Molly straps. These actually came off of my belt dangler for my SC6. In here we have something to cook in. Ollie Camp, little Walmart 16-ounce stainless steel cup, and we have an Nalgene bottle, a little bit of duct tape, and we're going to take a drink. I found this Nalgene bottle out in Bankhead National Forest about 6 months ago. It was just randomly laying on the forest floor close to hideaway camp. Then this is the granddaddy of them all. What's in here is tons of different survival gear. Okay, for one, this is not my favorite saw. I know a lot of people swear by the Laplander, but it's just, the blade bends easy. The teeth aren't very aggressive. It doesn't cut very fast, but it's still a good little saw for the weight. Now, Bear Grylls ferro rod. Obviously, this is one of my older ferro rods. And in here, we have cotton balls infused with, I believe, petroleum jelly, char cloth. You're not going to believe how much crap I got crammed in this thing. We have a sharpening stone, fine, semi-fine. We have my preferred stropping method right now, which is 800 grit and 1500 grit wet dry metal sandpaper, and then 2 sticks of fat wood. We have about 25 feet of jute cord. We have a hone by Smith, coarse and diamond, another whistle, a glass breaker that I put on there, and a backup ferro rod. And here we have paper thin birch bark. And here we have a source of fat, which is also a candle. Ladies, no. Then back here we have a book to write in. A very, 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 very fine Lansky Lansky ceramic stone. Bronson jet flame lighter. And pen to write with. So all that gear is in this one little pouch. Oh, we forgot one thing. What else is in here? Oh yeah, and stormproof matches with striker. And then when you're out here, if you're going to be in a survival situation, if you don't think you're going to be, but it's good to have something to make a diary with. It'll keep you sane. And I also have multiple pins to make charred material or transport embers and other things in. So here's the challenge. See this? This is just odd and ends, bits and bobs, random kit that I don't use anymore, thrown together to create something. My challenge to y'all, you see the size of this. This is about 1 foot by 1 foot. So it's 1 foot tall, about 1 foot to 18 inches across. My challenge is for y'all to use bits and bobs to make a small pack like this that y'all can take out in the woods with y'all and have everything you need. Normally, I don't have a beer in that pouch. No. Come. Normally, I don't have a beer in that pouch. I have 2 days of rations, surprisingly. And the way I get away with that is the 3 things you need is you need carbs, calories, you need protein. Those are 3 things you need to truly sustain you. You can get away with not having the other vitamins and minerals. So I went with simple carbs, starches. No. Come. I see an animal out there and they want to go get it. So my challenge is to use bits and bobs. I don't care. This is obviously an expensive setup. This is like 35 bucks. This is like 25 bucks, and this is like 45. So it's not a cheap setup, but this is Maxpedition. I've been buying a lot of Maxpedition gear with bonus money. So this is, I can't afford this kind of stuff on a normal basis. I use my bonus to purchase some Maxpedition gear. A lot of this stuff is stuff that I made or got on the cheap or found out in the woods. Got the Laplander on the cheap for like $12 on sale. I made all of this in here. The Sawyer Mini I got on sale. The Nalgene I found. That cup I got on sale at Walmart for $2.50. Most of the stuff in here is either trash or just random junk. Really, you can make this out of almost anything. You can make it out of 3 bandanas and and a strap of paracord to hold it on you. I want to see what y'all can come up with, and the challenge basically is to come up with something like this, but just like I did, use random stuff. It doesn't have to be expensive Maxpedition crap, and that's the only pouch on here that I like is that big side pouch. This water bottle carrier on a pack is junk. This thing flops around. The back of it doesn't have a wide enough mole strap area to get it to stay on the pack well. The same with this Nalgene, it just flops around. They're both poorly made. they're insanely well made, but the implementation was poor. This thing, on the other hand, you'll see this on my hip from time to time when I'm out hiking. It'll be on my left hip with a dump pouch when I'm not near my bag. I love that thing. If you're going to buy your first Maxpedition pouch, I would suggest that. I think it's the F1 medical pouch. Excellent piece of gear. This strap, my wife was going to throw it away. It came with her laptop bag. I would say this is definitely not comfortable for this amount of gear, because this isn't heavy, but with only one suspension point, and it was only meant to carry a lightweight laptop. And I have a full Nalgene bottle, I have a stainless steel cup, I have full setup to survive 2 days out in the woods. If it came to it, I could live out of this pouch plus my belt kit, which would be 2 knives. That's all that'd be on my belt. Tomahawk actually fits in this little strap right here. So this is the way I carry it. Tomahawk hanging with its sheath on. So anyways, I'm gonna sit and enjoy the beer, watch the dogs play, get a little bit more footage of the creek. I just wanted to challenge y'all to base a platform around a water container and 2 days of survival gear. That's what I wanted to have, a lot of redundancy in this, because in the wild, as you've seen on shows like Alone, you lose your ferro rod. You're screwed, right? Well, I got my bow drill set up right here. I got my cordage from my bow drill on my knife. And then I got my bearing block right here. And it doubles as, Emma, move. It doubles as striker for flint and steel. I have more tinder right there, and I have a box to make charred material. So anyways, I'm going to quit rambling, and I'm going to sit back and have my beer. I'm going to get some pretty footage of this creek. So the challenge is, guys, just with what you can get on your belt and what you can get on a small platform like this, say 12 inches tall by 18 inches wide. Let's see what y'all can do with just bits and bobs and random junk and trash and crap, repurposing anything and everything that you don't use anymore. Create you a survival pack for 2 days. This could be a bug out bag for 2 days. The only thing I would need more as far as the bug out bag is my pistol, and that's in the car. I could have had that on my hip today along with a couple of spare mags and been able to survive a conflict. So that's a challenge, guys. Are you up to it? It can be a $5 pack, and you collect trash and junk to make it. You can go to the thrift store and get junk to make it, or you can use high dollar stuff like this Maxpedition junk, by the way. It's up to you. Challenge is out. Who accepts?